Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' It's D. About to react to this vid by TroyceTv. It's titled TikToker Terry Made Millions Mocking Black Women and Now He's Done. Very interesting topic. I cannot wait to hear what he has to say about this because I have my own thoughts about this as well. It has been very common for a lot of black male comedians to rise to stardom on the backs of black women and essentially make them a mockery, you know? And it took me a while to see this because I used to laugh along as well for the longest until I feel like it affected me in my actual life, and I was like, oh, wait. So I'll talk about that at the end. I got a little story time about something that happened that really made me think deeper into black men doing this, because it gets to a point where it's like, okay, now y'all are all laughing at us and y'all are all painting us to be these stereotypical black ghetto women, you know? So it's very interesting stuff. So yeah, let me hear what he has to say. Let's watch.
Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, my loves. It's Destin Troyce, and you're watching TroyceTv. So in today's video, we really had to get on here and talk about the infamous situation involving Terry Reloaded.
So don't try to be like, oh, well, this nigga Terry is gay. Why you think I got the sassy ways? Because I'm around females, fam. Y'all don't know me.
Now, I know some of y'all are probably listening to this. I'm like, who? Who's that? Who the hell is that?
Oh, I know who
Terry
he is.
Reloaded is a very popular TikTok.
I've even laughed at him a couple times before. He's had some funny TikToks, don't get me wrong. But it's very interesting now that he's trying to, you know, distance himself from this and say that he's not gay. I did think he was gay. I'm not going to lie to you. But I haven't seen him crying on TikTok and saying that he's done, so.
Musician, Instagrammer, and a very popular comedian who rose to popularity off of playing a black woman caricature.
Alright, when we get there, I ain't trying to hear nothing, alright? You already ugly as fuck as it is.
Okay, damn. I was never going to say anything anyways. That's fine. And babe, I'm not ugly. You know you got that body, babe. Stop. I want some hot fries.
You stay eating hot fries, bruh. Like,
Okay, is that your business? That's fine. With your broke ass. You gonna buy it for me? You gonna buy it? I didn't think so.
I remember that was a very popular like TikTok sound as well. With y'all broke ass, you gonna buy it? You gonna buy it? So again, there is comedic relief in this as well, but it's a fine line. You gotta be careful.
This character blew up and got so popular was because he's portraying a black Caribbean island woman who's ghetto. She's a pick-me-sha. She has a nasty attitude. She's vivacious. She's sassy. She's feisty. She's over-sexualized, and she's violent. And overall, that's why it caught so much attention, because oftentimes it's usually black American women that are oftentimes mocked and seen as the butt of the joke. And we can all thank people like Jamie Foxx, Martin Lawrence, Tyler Perry, and we can think many more people who portray black women. Now, overall, in the late 2010s, we saw a huge generation of black comedians bring this trend back to life. I thought it died in the early 2000s, but when we got to the era of Instagram, it kind of came back to life with the East Side Ivos and the Blame It On Quays and the Pat B. Luckies and the, you know, the what's his name, Young Poppy, and much more.
But I'm already
so many people brought this trend back to life, and unfortunately, I don't think this trend is ever going to end. And the reason it's never going to end is because everybody is rewarded for being a black woman except for black women.
Who wants to be black? I don't understand that. I really just can't comprehend it.
You bitch.
And let me just make this very clear that I have no problem with this Terry guy.
And speaking of the whole Bad Bunny situation, just very quickly, because I've seen comments around that where they're like, oh, well, what's wrong with her? Wear your hair how you want. Do what you want. If you want to be inspired by black hairstyles, cool. I don't have an issue with that. But if in the same breath you are basically saying, who would even want to be black? And you kind of shitting on black people, that's where the issue comes, you know? And now you having a baby by a black...
I think he is entertaining, and I think he's very talented. He's not just a comedian, he's also a rapper, and he is talented.
A rapper, oh.
However, he created an entire brand mocking ghetto Caribbean black women. And he also created a one-dimensional character, a ghetto hood rat, raggedy girl with a fucked up wig This is a one-dimensional character. At least when Medea was around, at least Medea had some real shit to say, and Medea taught us some valuable lessons. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because if y'all didn't know, Terry, who played this character, Tabina, he no longer wants to be this character, even though he started back in 2021.
I'm the only boy out of 4 sisters. I was always around girls growing up. So if there's some sassy ass ways in me, it's not me being sassy, it's me being me. Y'all wanna know if I'm gay, bisexual, yada yada yada. Y'all wanna know something? No.
So don't try to be like, oh, this nigga Terry is gay. Why you think I got the sassy ways? Cause I'm around females, fam. Y'all don't know me.
Why are you crying?
Y'all don't know me, and I don't give a fuck if I act sassy this, I know me.
He started this character, Tabina, in 2021 during the pandemic when everybody was at home, quarantined, bored. And back then, during the quarantine, that was the best time to be a content creator because all we had to do back home was just stay at home, do nothing, self-quarantine, and to distract ourselves with escapism. He has made so many viral videos to the point where he's gotten hundreds of millions of views. He's gotten attention from people like Drewski, Sexy Red, Jada Wada, and so many big name entertainers. He's gotten crazy endorsement deals. He's been able to travel the world, and he even has a viral video on YouTube where he's made a music video talking about Jada Wada, and he's gotten tens of millions of views on this video. Oh. He's insanely successful. He got this beautiful home, this nice car. He was able to take care of his family because most of his family are immigrants. They're from Haiti. He's of Haitian ancestry. And he was able to take care of his family living in South Florida. And mind you, he's also very young. He's only 22 years old and he's from Lauderhill, Florida. So seeing a young black man come up from nothing from Lauderhill, Florida, you just have to respect the grind and the come up. Even though he did build a character and he invested so much money and so much energy into a character that made him so much money, people didn't really respect him in his personal life. It got to a point where he said that when he was trying to collaborate with other influencers, they always boxed him in as the ghetto black caricature. And that was what he was always good for. He was always in skits for that. People always wanted to play this character. And it even affected his personal life.
Biggest misconception of you at this point.
What does that mean?
Is it something people say, a viewer opinion that is incorrect people may have about you?
I already know I hate talking about this one. They just, because of those being a character, he's gay every single day. He's gay, he's gay, he's gay. Oh no, he's gay, he's gay. They swear that they know somebody's like, they just keep throwing this narrative. Oh no, he's very...
I mean, can you blame people? Look at you. What are we talking about? And you play this ghetto character very well. So can you really be upset at people making that assumption? Like I said, I thought it as well. I just assumed he was gay.
That's just like, shut your ass. Like, shut up. Like,
how can you get mad at that?
Shut up. That's not crazy. Every man is manly. Like,
you have on a wig and you're pretending to be a woman.
Like, this is me. I'm not about to sit up here in front of this camera and act like a street ass nigga. I'm not. This is me. I did see this one thing on Twitter. Somebody kept sending it to me. It was like, my friend from Miami told me Terry DL. Who the fuck is your friend?
Why look so
So think about it for a second. People are spreading rumors about him being on the down low, creating threads on Twitter about him being DL, making fun of his sexuality, mocking his sexuality, mocking the fact that he plays
Oh, interesting. You don't like being mocked.
women too well, and it's affecting his mental health to the point where it's also affecting his dating life. To add further context, 2 months ago, Terry took to his YouTube channel to further explain why he's no longer going to be doing the female act anymore because he's tired of it basically running his life and having people perceive him a certain way.
Oh, and jumping on to the next topic, while you hang around girls, I'm traumatized with men. Men done these niggas traumatized me my whole life. I ain't never, it's only one man in this whole world that ever made me feel who I am and made me feel like I'm a man and made me feel like I'm good and supported me, and that's my dad who's no longer here. That shit hurts.
Oh yeah, I don't see the wig.
That shit hurts. That's why I always hang around females, because females always accepted me for Terry. Females always accepted me for Terry. Females always had my back. Females was there when niggas was trying to beat on me and shit. Females were always there. And this is my last time talking about this shit, because this shit gotta be nipped in the bud and dead.
It's my last. Y'all fuck up relationships, situationships. Y'all fuck that shit up. There's females out here who actually looking at me, who want to find interest in me, but y'all are fucking with my fucking life. So don't be telling me shit about, oh, this is what you need to do. I don't gotta do shit if I want to do it.
And that's what happens when you sell your soul for a couple bands. He made a ridiculous amount of money, traveled the world, met all these celebrities, and now he has a platform to promote his music because, again, he was being a caricature. One fan stated when he created Tabina, he should have knew people was going to look at him different as a man. It's fucked up, but the truth. Then somebody says, Tyler Perry never beat them allegations. You won't either. Obviously being a troll. Then someone says, this is why it's important to be careful of the things you do for money because it always comes back with a price.
Yes,
Keep your head up, Terry. So even though he was met with controversial responses, but also a lot of support, it's clear that this is affecting his mental health. And it's really sad and disheartening that this is the life he chose. If you knew people already came for you about your sexuality, why in the world would you create a character being a caricature of a woman? Can't be surprised at the end result. Because again, he knew what he was doing. He's not 16, he's not 14. He created this character when he was like 20 years old.
Terry, with whoever the fuck I want to do, I'm going to make sure I wake up every day, fam. I'm going to make sure I make this shit shake on my mama. Y'all going to come back to this video one day, and I'm going to blow.
It even got to a point where women didn't want to date him because a lot of women thought that he was gay. He did an interview on DJ Small Eyes around 7 months ago, and he made it very clear over the summer that people always box him in as being gay. Like, every time he talks to people, they always be like, wow, I thought you were gay. Because he plays being a woman so well.
Order for Tabinia?
Excuse me, bitch. My name is Tabinia.
Sorry.
Let's go.
It's not a drink I asked for. You guys have...
It's not all right. Excuse me.
Yes?
It's alright.
Sit your ass down.
Man, you need to calm down or I'm gonna call...
How he asked for a Coke and you give him this blue drink? What the fuck is that?
My pleasure.
Bitch, I will pleasure this in your face. Give him a Coke.
Now, initially, I'm going to be honest, I would hear his reactions to people calling him gay, and I would immediately think to myself, what's wrong with being gay? Look, at the end of the day, look, if people think that you're gay, it is what it is. There's nothing negative about being gay. There's nothing negative about it. But I get it. When you're not something and people keep thinking that you are, it's going to eventually get on your nerves.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he plays being a woman so well. But at the end of the day, he's not gay. And people kept mocking him, making fun of him for it. He even said,
that's the disconnect. It's like, I get being annoyed by people, you know, thinking you're gay when you're actually not. I understand that. But you are literally making it worse. I mean, he's not anymore. He's stopped, but that's how people know you.
He even had his issues as a child. He grew up around mostly women. He was raised by his mother, his grandmother, and his 4 sisters. When you grow up around mostly women, eventually and inevitably, you're gonna eventually get those traits rubbed off on you. It is what it is. Just like Krishan Rock. Krishan Rock grew up around mostly brothers, and that's why she's so gritty and extra. And honestly, even though I know Krishan Rock is just disgusting in general and so, you know, ill-mannered, so I get why he's feminine and a little bit feisty and he's in touch with his feminine side. It happens to the best of men. There's even some men who are a little feminine, and a lot of times they're not even gay. A lot of men, hell, maybe even majority, or in some of y'all opinions, most, who are a little feminine usually are gay, but a lot of them aren't. Some of them are just in touch with their feminine side. Some of them just have a little, you know, wrist action. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. People still think Tyler Perry is gay after playing Medea so well. If he never put on that dress, people would have never questioned his sexuality. And the same thing goes for the YouTube comedian Trey Melvin. Now, I know some of y'all remember Trey Melvin. Y'all remember Trey Melvin, that dude who was going around playing that character, Watermelon Drea, putting on those wigs, making those sexually vivacious songs.
Oh my God.
Yeah, y'all remember that?
Beat that ass, knock out so right. Keep talking that nasty ass shit. Bitch.
He was very nice too. I don't want to say anything negative about him. It was real cool. He's commented on a couple of my videos, like when I reacted to him. So I like Trey, but I did think he was gay. So if he's not, I'm gonna be very surprised. No shade.
He still to this day plays that character. He still to this day does that character very, very well. And for a while, a lot of people questioned his sexuality. And guess what? He turned out to be bi. He claims that he's bisexual, and people weren't shocked. Even I wasn't shocked by that. I remember just being like, oh, well, I'm not shocked. He plays being a woman so well.
Very
like,
attractive.
The makeup, the eyelashes, the eyebrows, the feistiness, the vivaciousness. He plays a woman so well. So a lot of people weren't surprised that, he wasn't straight. So I understand why a lot of people sometimes question people who play being a woman so well. At the end of the day, I don't feel bad for somebody that sold their soul. Y'all better listen to Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle. Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle told us the importance of not wearing that dress because it'll always box you in as a
I'm sorry. I just think it's odd that you would even want to throw on a wig and have these feminine mannerisms. Like, what is the motivation in that? Like, why do you want to do that exactly? It's one thing if you're asked to do that, like by executives or something, or if they want to cast you in a role and you just do it for a check. I mean, I'm not saying I agree with that either, because you are still selling yourself out if that's not what you want to do. But I still understand that more. But you literally popped up your fucking phone and started recording videos just out the blue with this wig and shit. Nobody asked you to do this. So it is very strange. Like, what motivates you to even want to do that? Like, the straight men that I know, they would never want to put on a wig and like act like a woman for laughs. I think that's very strange. Like, why do you want to do that? If you're already a funny person, like, there are ways to be naturally funny without needing to pretend to be a woman. So that is also very confusing. If you're a straight man, I'm just like, but why are you doing it? Why, as a straight man, I don't get it.
I feel like wearing a wig and wearing women's clothing to be funny is lazy comedy.
It is lazy too.
It is. This character is ghetto, ratchet, annoying as hell, repulsive.
So there you go. He answered my question right there. He basically answered. So maybe some of them do it because they're like, okay, this is an easy way to be funny. It's a very lazy way to be funny. But again, if you're already naturally funny, then you shouldn't have to resort to this.
One-dimensional character. This character could have been in movies, TV shows. He could have put up his own production. He could have added depth. He could have gave this character a storyline that's much deeper than just being ghetto and ratchet. And of course, a lot of his main demographic were young women. And people loved it. But at the end of the day, you should have either one, kept it going until you eventually ventured out and created new characters that had weight and carried depth. He could have did that and then created new characters. Or he could have just shut the hell up, ate his damn food, and not even made this fucking character in the first place. You did this to yourself. This is the bed you made. You created this shit. And if that's how you feel, how about you give back your fancy apartment? Give back that motherfucking car. Give back that nice-ass whip that you got. Give back those fancy vacations. And give back all the fucking money that's in your checking account. And matter of fact, how about this? How about you take down all those songs? Because he even made music for this character. This character has music videos and songs on Apple that he's still monetizing. Take all that shit down. That's how I feel about it. I really don't like the fact that he struggles with mental health, and I really hope that he is on the path of healing. And I do think he'll probably, be successful if he gets his shit together and gets his mind right. But he also has to understand that this is some shit he did to himself. And I'm glad he's taking accountability by just simply shutting this whole shit down. I understand that some things are lighthearted and fun, and you gotta remember, most of his audience are women. At the end of the day, he should have just kept doing this shit, because it took you 7.8 million followers later to realize, okay, I don't want to do it no more. And if you look at his engagement and his viewership now, it's not as good as it used to be ever since he stopped that character. He even deleted all the videos. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck he went through, but he really could have just kept going. Because 7 million followers later to now realize that you're done selling your soul is insane. Right. First impressions matter. You never get a second chance at a first impression. People see you as this black caricature of a woman, and that's what you'll be remembered as. He claimed that he's trying to rebrand and move away from this character because it has affected the way he viewed himself and affected the way people treated him. He even broke down crying in a YouTube video he posted 2 months ago, making it very clear, like, I'm sick of this, I'm tired, I don't want to be this anymore, this is draining. Fame comes at a price. Before any of y'all out there ever wish to be famous and ever wish to be popular, ever wish to be an influencer, make sure you're ready for what comes with it. Make sure you're ready for people to take the shit you say, mix it up, chop it up, blend it up in a blender, and throw it right back in your face. Be careful what you wish for, because everybody wants to be famous. Everybody want to have a platform. Everybody want to be Jada Waiter. Everybody wants to be Kylie Jenner. Everybody wants to be as big and famous and entrepreneurial as Elon Musk. Everybody want to be famous, but don't nobody want to handle criticism. Everybody want to dish something out there, but don't nobody want to take it. It's interesting how everybody benefits and gets glorified for being a black woman, except for black women. Bad Baby, she goes around acting ratchet, saying, "Cash me outside." Anybody gonna cash me? Acting like a ghetto little hood rat. If it was a black girl, if Bad Baby was a black girl, she would not be as famous as she is. She wouldn't have gotten record deals. She wouldn't have gotten co-signed. She wouldn't have had collaborations with Logan Paul. They wouldn't have wanted to put her on like TV shows. She wouldn't have gotten a Snapchat show. She wouldn't have gotten no sympathy that she's getting right now. She wouldn't have gotten 10.
And this is why people get irritated with shit like this. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand this. It just doesn't click for them. But that's on you. Go figure it the fuck out. But it is very frustrating to see so many people benefit and profit and blow up from, being the stereotypical black girl, but the actual stereotypical black girls don't blow up from that. That's so fucked up. It's like, okay, we don't fuck with the real black girls, but we like people who pretend to be black girls. We like how they talk. We like their ghetto mannerisms. We think it's funny. We eat it up, but only when it's on someone who doesn't look like them. When it's on a non-black person, or it's on, I don't say non-black because Terry's black, obviously, but only when it's on someone who is not a black woman. So that is very frustrating. Now, I've mentioned Bretman Rock several times as well. He definitely pops in my head when I think of this, and how, he was like super ghetto and like, bitch, and da-da-da. He did all of that, and he got very popular from that. I don't think he does that anymore as much. I haven't checked on his content recently, but when I did see him on TikTok, he toned that down like a lot. And it's like he grew up in like Hawaii or something like that. I'm sure he's like Filipino, but it's like they're not acting like that in Hawaii or the Philippines. Let's be clear. So it's like he clearly was inspired by black women that he saw online, and he like picked up that personality and got very popular off of it. So it is very, frustrating to see that when you are the stereotypical black girl and you just like, what the fuck? I like this every day, but nobody give a fuck. But you got Bad Baby doing it, and now she's viral and a millionaire now. Like, it's wild.
Followers if it was a little black girl. If it was a little black girl acting like Bad Baby, it would have been like typical black girl. Oh my gosh, black girls. This is why I don't like black girls. This is why I don't date black girls. Because it would have been that.
Exactly.
But because she's a little white girl, everyone kind of glorified and uplifted her. The same thing goes for a lot of these men that wear wigs trying to portray black women. They get uplifted, they get brand new, they become super duper popular and super successful, and they might not have any ill intentions, but what happens is they get uplifted and glorified. But let a black woman go around acting ghetto and ratchet and acting like Brenda from Scary Movie. Let a black woman go around acting like this person or that person, or doing too much, patting her head, being extra. People would be like, ugh, oh my gosh, she's so annoying, irritating, so irritating. When in reality, it's just like, what's the difference? The only difference is the gender and the skin color. But it is disheartening, though, how he allowed men to make him feel less than, and that's why he stopped it. Because most of his video was, it affected my mental health, I hate that people are boxing me in, but it was always people putting gay on him. Like, oh, are you gay? Are you gay? Are you gay? When in reality, it sucks that he allowed a lot of insecure men to affect him. A lot of the people on the internet, yes, I can admit, are very miserable. There are some nasty, evil, ugly, jealous, mean-spirited, like, low-energy people on the internet. It just is what it is. And the reason a lot of his backlash came from men, let's be real for a second, any man that's uncomfortable around a gay man, or uncomfortable around a man that's queer, or LGBT, or anyone that's uncomfortable around anyone's LGBT, they usually be gay as fuck they damn selves and on the down low. It sucks to say it like that, but like that. A lot of times when men or even women are homophobic and are disrespectful to lesbians or disrespectful to gay men, they're usually insecure as fuck because they hate pieces of you that remind them of what they repress. They wish they can get some dick in their ass. They wish they can suck a dick confidently, but they can't because society has put this weird pressure on them to be
suck a dick confidently. All right, Troy.
Or their family has put this weird pressure on them to be straight, or else they're not good and equivalent. But
I mean, facts though.
Like you because of this character. Why are you mad at people are shitting on you for this character? most people don't even like their fucking selves. So why are you mad? I mean, at the end of the day, I can't expect everybody to be me. I can't expect everybody to just look at shit, dust it off, and just be like, well, whatever, like, who cares? Fuck them. Because, again, it affects your mental health. And if something affects your mental health, then all you gotta do is just cut it off. His views for playing a black female stereotype, a Caribbean island black female stereotype, are insane. 10 million views, 8 million views. But when he puts out music, 20K views, 5,000 likes, 200 comments, nobody cared. And that was why he did that character. He did that character because he wanted to bring attention to himself, because that's what the people like. He wanted to bring the attention on him as a comedian, him as an actor, and him as a musician. But nobody cares about your music. People are invested in this character. And to be honest with you, 7.8 million followers later, that's when you realize you didn't want to do it. Something's off here. I think there's something deeper that he's not saying. But that's all I gotta say on that.
I mean, I'm not gonna speculate about this man's sexuality. Only he knows what he truly likes. So there's that. I'll leave that alone. But as far as the way that he went about this, I feel like he went about it the wrong way. Like Troy said, like, you already sold yourself out so heavily. You got almost 8 million followers doing this. Hundreds of millions of views playing this character, and then just out the blue you decide to completely delete all those videos and go in the opposite direction. You can't do that. Like, people are not going to respond to that well. What he should have done is slowly, stop, performing as this character. If I was him, I would have, slowed down on the content of this character, the Tabina character, or whatever the name is, and I would have started incorporating other shit, like my music and, vlog type content or other comedic shit that does not involve the girl character. Maybe he could have incorporated another, character that was a guy. Like, he could have, phased out of this Tabina character. That's what he should have done, instead of just going cold turkey and cutting it off and deleting all the videos. Now people are just like, wait, what's going on? Where's the ratchet girl content? I don't see it. Like, people are going to tune out. They're going to check out. So he should have, weaned off of that slowly. Because, yeah, you've already sold yourself out. So there's no point in being like, all right, I'm done selling myself out completely. Like, you've done it for so many years at this point. It's been, a few years? You said 2020? It's been 4 years you've been doing this. You got 8 million followers. Like he said, you got a house, a car, all type of shit from it. So you've already done it. The damage is done. The images are out there. So you should have just, slowly cut off this character, if anything, if you wanted to continue to see success. And people would have started to give your other content a chance, because you would have kept doing the ratchet girl content. You feel me? So that's what he should have done. But no, apparently he's going this route. So we'll see what happens with him from here. But y'all let me know what y'all think about all this. Let me know what the videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye!